Hey everybody, Secondhand Dan here. I'm back at it again. The Lexus Bonk is still there. I could swear it has gone away when I hit the brakes, but it's still there when I accelerate. So we did replace a missing bolt in the ball joint. That needed to be done regardless if that was the actual source of the noise or just a partial source of noise. I am going to investigate this further. What I want to do is, there's a cross member subframe that cradles the engine and the transmission and brings it up to the body. I believe there's like 4 bolts, one on, 2 in the front, 2 behind it. I'm going to try tightening those up, and then opening up the hood. There is also the top of the McPherson struts. I believe there's a nut on each one of those, and what they call a McPherson strut, the strut tower bearing. So I think there's a nut on top of each one of those. I'm going to try see if those require any more torque. And also, even though I replaced the 2 bolts on the ball joints, I did not think to tighten up the nuts that were on the studs of those ball joints. So I'm going to do that as well. The biggest hurdle on this job is I got to walk over in my shed and bring back those 2 ramps and get them up under the car. They're kind of cumbersome. I'm actually using the wheelbarrow to move them around. All right, let's go get 2 ramps. I was at the flea market the other day and I saw somebody selling ramps. I think they wanted like 30 bucks. And they were plain Jane compared to mine. They didn't have the extra leg and the extra bracing. So it just made me happier with the purchases I made when I bought these ramps for 10 bucks at the auction. This is the quickest way to get the car up in the air and to crawl underneath and just do some snugging down of some things. I mean, we've still been driving the car, but that Bonk is, it makes me nervous because I don't know what it is. If I knew what it is, maybe I'd be less nervous. Like I said, if you get a chance to buy some ramps, try and get them with the extra leg and the extra brackage. Brackage, is that a word? I think it sounds like one. Correct me if I'm wrong. And while you're correcting me, you can also like and subscribe. Oi. Right now, I think I got 168 subscribers, so I guess my next milestone would be 200. When I started seeking some subscribers, I guess just over a year ago, I think I had 40, so I appreciate everyone. Get this carpet ready. Keys in my pocket. Got to be sensitive to, as I pull up in them, they don't drive off of them. Let's try the other drive. I think I'm there. Let me take a look-ski. Actually, I got another couple inches to go. All right. Better stop prematurely than stop too late. That's got to be it. Perfect. Well, at least about 95%. So let me look under here and see what I'm going to be looking for in the way of socketage. Sock it to me, sock it to me. Okay, I see. Those are fairly big. So they're going to be 18, 19 on the front. I'm sure they're the same in the back. Let me show you. Okay, come on under here. Right there. Got an 11 on it. It's funny, the bolts I dealt with the other day had a 10.9, and I said if it was a 10.10 it would be an 11. Well, there's the 11. So I believe that's I can feel cross member up here on the other side of my hand. You can see it runs all the way back, I believe, to there. So I want to tighten these 4 points up and see if that makes a sound difference. So you can see the new bolts I put in, and here's the studs that come through. I said I'm going to go ahead and tighten those up too. This is your control arm here. I believe this is a motor mount right here, slash transactional mount. And you can see where the other end of the control arm is up there. I don't see anything obviously wrong with that. So let's get some ratchets, some sockets, some breaker bars, and snug some stuff down. Another possible location for that noise would be, I guess these are drag link, sway bar links. Now, I know I can twist it back and forth, but I can't get any bonk noise out of it by grabbing it. That doesn't mean it's not it. So until I can get the wheel off while it's up in the air, and maybe fudge with those, but right now I'm just going to start tightening up the undercarriage. And I said also the top of the McPherson strut goes up, and you access it by opening the hood, and there'll be a nut on top of these. I was at the flea market yesterday, and I was definitely keeping my eyes peeled for a decent set of sockets, you know, maybe some metrics, 10 up through 21, 22, something like that. But I didn't see anybody selling anything like that. And last year, I think I saw tool dealers that had that kind of stuff. Now I've got some metrics here, but these are only, I'm pretty sure they're not big enough. Yeah, 17 is the biggest one I have here. And I believe these are these SAE? No, that's 19, so we'll try that. Take that set up. Take this breaker bar, and I think I have a cheater pipe in the wheelbarrow. But I'd like to get some impact sockets of the bigger size. Right now I don't have anything in an impact socket that fits my lug nut. In fact, I think the only thing I have right now is the tire iron itself is the only thing that fits the lug nut. Well, might as well start with the biggest socket available. There's 19 in this set. Get my cheater bar. I believe this is from a floor jack. Not a floor jack I had, but Come on, baby. Don't be bigger than 19. Okay, 19 does fit. All right. Let's check the torque out on them. Tight. Yeah. I mean, I might be grasping at straws here, but I had to do something. Tight. Yeah, check out the rear one. Oh, that one turned. Not much, about 1/8 of a turn. Okay. Try this one. The driver's side. Oh, socket popped off. Okay, that turned about 1/8. What's that one there? That don't turn at all, whatever it is. There's another one. It don't turn at all. All right. Well, I said I was going to put something on the those studs that stick out from the ball joints. Okay, ball joint studs are a 17. So unless I find something that turns like half a turn, I'm not going to believe it was the cause. Okay, that turned 1/8. Well, that one turns, yeah, that was like about 1/4 right there on that ball joint stud. Yeah, it's still snugging it. Yeah, that turned at least half, 3/4 turn there. Huh. Yeah, shame on me for not checking those and snugging them up when I replaced that missing bolt. But, you know, I've been out of the mechanic business for some time. I actually used to work in a transmission shop back in the 80s. And then I think around the year 2000, I maybe worked at a Chrysler dealer for a year. Okay, now these ball joint studs don't tighten up at all on the driver's side. Okay, so is there anything else I could possibly tighten? Looking at the back of these caliper nuts. Yeah, that's tight. Just because I can put a socket on them, I mean. Okay, they're tight. I don't like to get up too much false hope, but the fact that the one ball joint stud turned at least maybe 3/4 turn made me wonder if I found an issue, because like I said, when I replaced the missing bolt, it seemed to have quieted down some, not totally, but okay, well, you can't get the right leverage, flip the socket around and put it back on, and then it usually repositions the tool in another spot, but not this time. Or take it off and turn it 1/4. There we go. Now that's starting up here. That was pretty tight. I mean, about 32nd of a turn. Try the top one. Just because they're there and I can reach them. Okay. Anything else? I can see the spindle nuts, but getting a stiff neck from doing this. All right, well, I want to move on to the shock towers and see if they need any tightening. But that was interesting, the fact that that one stud did tighten up, snugged up some. Okay, now McPherson struts, the tops of them are under here. Main access. Down here, there's a nut right there. Let's see what's going to fit on that. Okay, the 19 millimeter actually fits on the top of the McPherson strut. So I'll give that a crank and then also check the 3 studs around it. Now the bounce feels just fine in this car, the way the suspension operates, the up and down motion. I once had a car, a 74 Mercury Capri, and in the winter time, the McPherson struts would actually freeze. I guess moisture had gotten into it over the years, and the suspension would be like gone. There'd be none. It'd be like a solid connection. So you'd be driving down the road with a bang, bang, bang. All right, well, it fits on there. Give it a little cranky. Nothing's happening. All right, let's do the studs while we're here. And it's neither 19 or 17, so I'll bring the socket set up. Now this car was serviced, and I know I don't think you have to, the plugs were changed and the coils were changed. So were these loosened up by the last guy who changed the plugs and the coils to take off this cowling? I don't know. Okay. That's snug. That's snug. One more to go. Okay. Well, we are done with the McPherson strut tower on this side. Go over and check the other side as well. Sockets all over the place. I believe I bought this set at the auction. Probably came with another tool or two. All right, well, we're going to need the 19 over there. Let's go to the other side. I need the screwdriver to pop the top. And I'm looking for the screwdriver. Where did you go? Screwdriver. I didn't set it down in there. I don't think so. All right, I found the screwdriver laying on the carpet in front of the car. Open up this little access panel. You know, I'm not really suspecting it to be loose in here, but I just trying to cross my T's and dot my I's. Get the cheater bar. Snug. Snug. And snug. Okay, let's switch it up to the 19. Well, the 19's sitting on the stud already. I don't think I've ever changed McPherson struts in a car. Changed ball joints. Oh, that one's turning on just a little bit. Even though it turned some, I don't suspect that was the source of the noise, but... Okay. What does that leave us with? I say, other than starting to pull the wheels and running the jack under the suspension while the wheels are off and grabbing different things. That would be the next thing. I guess I could just go ahead and take this for a test drive, being that, like I said, I found that ball joint stud to be loose, and it's not supposed to be loose. So let's go ahead and take that test drive. I guess I could call this part 2, because I did a video on this the other day, and I apologize. Like I say, I'm still trying to figure out this editing stuff. There was I don't know if it's close to 10 minutes of nonsense of me walking around and going into the house, and the camera on the counter pointing up at the kitchen ceiling. And I caught that. I walked back to the phone. I said, oh, I'm still recording. And with the editor I have, I started fudging with it, and I thought I had cut that part out. And then I hit post it. Well, I didn't cut that part out, but I didn't break any laws. I just wish I could have removed that. I got to look at doing my editing on a computer. So I'm going to learn to download this stuff from the phone onto the computer and use a program that way. But bear with me. Still, bear with me, and go ahead and like and subscribe and watch me grow. Watch me get smarter as I go along with this editing stuff. And eventually I'll be, well, professional. I'm not top-notch professional, but you know, I want to get the some of the pop-ups in, and the special effects, and you know, I want to make it more interesting. I know it's a little bit mundane right now, but stick with me. Let's go for a test drive. All right. Oh, close the hatch. Well, close with the where's the button for that? I'm always afraid about pushing the gas door or vice versa. Oh, I just opened, yep, that was the gas door. Crikeys. I don't know what that button does, it pushed in. Will it close if I just, oh, I can't use the key. Close, says me. I'm going to get me one of those stick-ons to put on the windshield so I can mount the camera and be hands-free while I'm driving. Take the brake off. Down we go. There goes the kitty. Follow the rugged road. If anybody remembers that, would it be, I guess, a slogan? Follow the rugged road. That was a slogan. Does anybody besides me know what that slogan comes from? Okay, stopping. Stopping. I hear no bonk noise. I do hear a door chime. Let's put a seatbelt chime. Now it would make the noise when, from a stop, I would accelerate. I didn't hear it. Oh, trying to keep you in focus here. I do not hear the noise. It looks like it was that one ball joint stud. That explains why I went half away when I put in the missing bolt the other day. Well, hallelujah. Thank you, Lord God, that I had enough intellect and know-how and the ability to take care of that. Hey, somebody's ship is coming in. The bonk is dead. That's good news because I really didn't want to have to change a motor mount, especially if it was, a bottom one between a firewall and stuff like that. So let's turn around, take it back home. It's beautiful, 64 degrees. All right, well, thank you everybody for sticking with me. All right, like and subscribe. This is Secondhand Dan signing off from Homosassa in Florida land.